Alright, here we go. This is an iffy hand. Well, it was iffy already. Getting Thoughtseize makes it even worse. But I mean, Two Galactic Company just feels powerful enough to kind of roll the dice on it, especially on the draw. We'll have several shots at getting some other stuff here on curve. We'll see how it goes with that swamp. Obviously, drawing more land, not ideal. So we get our Temple Garden here and then our island. So we take minimal amount of damage. So opponent might be on Jund or something here. Mardu maybe. Okay, well, it's not exactly the on time we want to be, but one turn late on the Wanderer, but it is at least a spell. Next turn we can play Wanderer and a tap land. Turn after that we can fetch up a basic plains or basic forest. Ooh, this seems better actually. Given that he did nothing, I actually really don't want to Wanderer here. I'm just gonna hold up Spell Queller. Of course, depending on what this is. Interesting. No, that's fine. that just let him have that. Yeah, holding up Spell Queller is still just the most span efficient thing to do here. Well, here's the reason to pop it. Thoughtseize might be bad later if he doesn't kill us. Now you might just bolt this and immediately get it. Which would be annoying. Be pretty good against that. Gets us to be honest. Oh, good. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and hold up our collected company here. Now, alternatively, we could go fetch, shock, and play 2 Mausoleum Wanderers. Which might be better. I don't. It's just not mana efficient. It's like technically, it's possibly, if we were wanting to use our collected company main phase, could equal more damage. But I think I just like holding it up, especially since we have Spell Queller here. Alright, we'll try it now. Don't know what our opponent's doing exactly over there. Or do I know what this is? Sure. That's fine. You can Thoughtseize our Mausoleum Wanderer. Ooh, that's a lot of creatures. Double Captain, I think. Yep. Now, so long as we don't get punished by some sort of, damnation or something, I mean, we can actually just counter damnation. So it seems like the lock is in place. So he might be Mardu deck and just no, just red black control maybe. He's just dead. I mean, he's gonna have a really hard time resolving a spell here. Alright, let's, I guess he's a red-black control deck. Lots of removal, huh? So, Spellskite seems good. Warmonk seems okay. I didn't see a lot of creatures. I'm sure he's got them, though. Images are probably not as good here. I don't know that Warmonk's good either. My thought is it just survives Lightning Bolt and is, 4 toughness is a thing. Whereas the images are, unless we have it with the captain, it's just gonna not do much. I mean, maybe maybe Image is better than Warmonk here. The Warmonk is another 3-drop in our deck, so I don't know if we want more of that. Oh, this is a really tempting hand, but I think I have to mulligan. This is similarly tempting, and we're keeping this one. Don't think we want to go to 5. This hand's so good with lands. The last one was pretty good with lands too, but I mean the average 6 I think is better, but the average 5 I don't think is better than this. With a scry, so. No. Alright. Let's pretend we live in a world where this hierarch's gonna survive. That would be nice. Be a nice world to live in. Let's have, are we getting, what is this? Interesting. Okay. Well, good news, Hierarch survived. Bad news, Pyromancer Ascension and no land. Maybe these Path to Exiles in our deck are just horrendously bad. We'll flush in a Rattle Chains at the end of his turn. And go from there. Oh. Burning Inquiry, perhaps? That's a deck I've seen. Well, he's given us black mana, you know, that we really need. Domain is up. And I don't expect necessarily this Rattle Chains to live here. But hopefully it means he's at the point where he directs. Okay. Let's say directs removal at these things instead of our mana dorks. We are very close to pathing this when he goes to kill it here. As in, I'm 100% doing it. Okay, we go get a plains. So all in all, could be a lot worse. Sure. Alright. So we trade, we turn our path into a land essentially there, which seems pretty good, all things considered. Now we have Spellqueller up and we hit a land, so we have Collected Company up. So, good news is we've got there. Bad news is he has a Pyromancer Ascension, which I can only assume is bad for us. He seems to have plenty of land himself. Uh-oh. Can't Spellqueller that. So I guess we will be, kind of want to shock myself. Kind of want to get a Hallowed Fountain here. I'm going to do that. I don't think our life total is super relevant. And I just want to be prepared for... We have a lot of creatures at this Rex. Alright, let's see. Yep, that'll do it. Sure. Well, we can't cast that, but we can attack for some damage and hold up Spellqueller. Problem is if he has like a second Curse of Death's Hold, I just don't think our deck works anymore. Then we're on like Spellquellers? I mean, we'd have Spellquellers, yeah, that's true. We'd have to double hit Droxel Captains off Collected Company. Basically the only way. We have 3 cards in hand. We have a nice clock with this Geist. I guess Spellqueller and hit Steel of the Godhead would be our way of getting there. Yep, well. We have some plans. Well, this could be bad. I will path another guy. Oh. It's so tempting to just throw away the Geist. No, I know what I'm gonna do. Say it's tempting to throw away the Geist because this scales up and makes the rest of our creatures, but I'm just gonna spell color this. I was considering a lot of different things there, um, like just letting that happen, throwing this away, pathing the angel. Um, that was a consideration. Which would have given us our fourth land, obviously. Now we're certainly at the risk of some sort of sweeper here. Of course, if he doesn't have it, he's just dead. Right? Because it's 1, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, there's the damnation. Well, the good news is that the spell, the getting back his tribute hunger doesn't do anything. All right, we're still all right here. Yeah, perfectly fine. He's probably going to tech edge us here, but that is what it is. That's why I fetched the Hallowed Fountain out earlier. We can Spell Queller his play, and then we can start chaining collected companies. I mean, he's going to blow up one of our lands, so that's probably not actually a thing we can do, but... What is this? The Tech Edge? It's a Thoughtseize of some sort. He's got an interesting deck. He certainly had a lot of cards that are very good against us. Yep, okay, that's fine. Add green. Alright, well, let's go ahead and run it out. Gotta get an attacker out there. He's only got one card in hand. I guess that's a thing we can cast. Yep. Well, we can path our Spell Queller if he goes for a removal spell. So we have that. That is something open to us. Well, this could be bad. Oh no. Yep. Oh no. Oh, it's not doing anything now. Well. Oh, we did it! Good draw. Now, as long as he doesn't blow us out with something sweet in his hand. Oh no! 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 I'm so bad. No! 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 What have I done? What have I done? Uh, no. No, what have I done? I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Crucify me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose this game. Well, that doesn't matter. This has not been my strongest week of playing Magic games. That I accept. We, oh. All we had to do was cast Collected Company and then put that on whatever we found. What the heck is... What is... What? Alright. Alright, Collected Company, don't let me down. None of those get through anything. Well, here's the good news. It didn't matter. So we weren't going to beat those things. Now maybe I don't, maybe I don't run out the path there like I did. Oh my god, we're going to die to Lava Claw Reaches. Yeah, sure. I don't think we're going to win this. I mean, you saw that collecting company. So the collecting company actually wasn't even going to get anything that survived. So we were going to have nothing to put the Seal of the Godhead on. Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, we can block here or whatever. We're clearly dead. And they never even got a counter on this. So my misplay didn't matter. We would have dealt him 0 damage. We would have then got Soren's Vengeance. And at no point would I have been able to do anything. Alright. We were not going to win the game. No matter what I did there. Which is some consolation for spacing on that. Now, I think we're going to play these. Oh my gosh. I think we play this now because it has toughness. Yeah, I guess we keep the Selfless Spirits seem alright. The Wanderers seem alright. The Rattle Chains seem mediocre. The Path seem pretty bad. Maybe the Rattle Chain's better than Path. Uh, I mean, we could play Rest in Peace because he showed us Ascension, but you get no counters on Ascension in a long game. I don't think it's worth it. I think we just want to try to kill him. Explosives? Yeah. Playing explosives. Kind of rattle chains. Okay, I mean, this gives us an out to Ascension. What a game that was. Alright, keeping this. We're going to go ham on this War Monk with a Seal of the Godhead. Alright, I mean, our hand here is reasonable. It's slow, but it's fine. It's not even, I mean, it's got a 2, 3, 4s. I mean, it's not slow. Now, I don't know what he takes here. He probably takes company and then just gets wrecked by this. I mean, he can use, but we have Spirit to protect it. I don't know what he's supposed to take here. He might take Seal of the Godhead. He takes the company. I mean, that makes sense. Alright, I don't mind drawing that. Alright, let's see what he follows it up with. And I guess the payoff to Ascension is to copy Tribute to Hunger. I mean, by the time you have that, copying Thoughtseize is too much. Copying Damnations is silly. I mean, let's hope we just get a Slam War Monk here. Yeah, looks like we do. We are not using this on a Phantasm Woman. Just board it out. It's been so long since I played with that card. It got cut out of Merfolk a long time ago. Sure, it's bolted. So I'm actually, because we have so many, I'm just going to play this. We're going to go slow here. Because the goal of this game is to get a Seal of the Godhead and Rocks War Monk with protection. So let's make him use his removal on our Infinite Selfless Spirits before we move to that point of the game. Also deal less damage to myself this way so we don't get wrecked by Soren's Vengeance. And Soren certainly had his vengeance on us, that's for sure. What is this? Alright. Selfless Spirit number 2 down. What do we want here? Hallowed Fountain? Yes. I think the plan's still the same. Just play this. I'm fine going slow here. No, that shouldn't even be that annoying. Tech edge us. Alright, there's the Ascension, sure. Ooh, I like that draw. Alright, so we're setting up some ways to protect this War Monk here. And we even get in here. Alright, so white, green, blue, War Monk. This card is sweet. 4 toughness is a lot. It's a 3-drop. Lifelink is pretty important in Modern. Matches up well against a lot of the creatures in the format. Does not match up well against Grimflayer. Oh, that's a new one that it doesn't do much against. Uh-oh. Sure. Oh, he's going to Thoughtseize us. Whatever, I guess. It also doesn't match well against Corbin Dark Dwellers, for what it's worth. Oh, we can just counter the Thoughtseize. Oh, he wants to terminate. So how does this work? It has to target something, and then I can use my stuff. So I'm going to throw away the Wanderer here. Yeah, this works out pretty well. He wants our Spirit, huh? Nope. Guess he's sitting on Damnation or something. So we'll counter that. Untap, Seal the Godhead him. Hit him for a bunch. 7. Not quite lethal in 2 turns, but that's an interesting draw. But I'm going to say that as my follow-up if he figures out a way through the Selfless Spirit here. Alright, we can happily erase here. Knock him down to 8. Now if he has Damnation, we still get to keep our War Monk. Uh-oh. Alright, well now he's starting to get somewhere on the Pyromancer Ascension. Of course, problem for he has 1 card left. Is he going to Damnation? That doesn't work because we have made it indestructible. So he needs some help. That's for sure. Especially if we get 1 more hit in, he goes to 3. At which point the token from Geist would kill him even if he had a blocker. Sure. I'm just going to do nothing with my hand, save everything because we have lethal on board. I mean, maybe I could play the Geist here because... Yeah, maybe I... Like, it doesn't beat Damnation. Geist doesn't beat Damnation, but it beats a spot removal spell. And if he has Damnation, we get a reload with Drogskol Captain. Is that good enough? Do we think he has spot removal or do we think he has Damnation? That's what it comes down to here. I think that, I mean, he's more likely to have, well, I guess it would just be like Terminates and Tribute to Hunger. So he probably has more ways, he probably has more single removal than he has Damnations. And even if he has Damnation, that's that worst case scenario, then we still have a threat that does stuff. Where it, like on the following turns, where if he had single spell removal, this guy, we could play him on the next turn, but in the meantime, we're getting wrecked by this guy. So I think we play it. I've talked myself into it. Don't know if I'm right. So now we'll see if he drew it. If he's sitting on Damnation, we still have a creature, we can do stuff. You know, there's certainly ways he can win, but he didn't have any of it. All right. He was setting up. I think we played our outs the correct way, and so we had a colossal mess up in game 2, which didn't matter at the end of the day. We weren't going to win the game no matter what, but we got there in the end. That was a really interesting match actually for a deck red black control Ascension that you don't see very very much or at all. So that was a pretty good match. Good game.